Hey guys, it's me Delta1 here with Airsoft Talk, and today I'm doing a video that was requested by someone that means a lot to me, and they go by Starfire and they're a very loyal viewer. So I'm going to do this video as they requested. It's basically Airsoft for Dummies 101. Okay, now basically if you're new to Airsoft and you're getting an AEG, which is an automatic electric gun, which means it has something called a gearbox, which looks like this. But we'll get to gearboxes later. But AEGs are electric powered and they have a spring system, and basically that which creates air. But this will be a multiple part video. I'm going to make one of these on my main accounts as well. But this is a gearbox, and these are what AEGs are called because this is an electric system. But anyways, there is very many ways that airsoft guns have been made. There's been gas, there's been spring, there's been electric, there's been all sorts of things. But basically, Airsoft for Dummies is basically going to be a new series, and I'm going to get on with it now. First thing I want to talk about is your standard guns. The standard Airsoft electric rifle, AEG, is pretty much for, the abbreviation is for that. But anyways, there's AKs, which use a version 3 gearbox. And this is a gearbox. And this is a version 3 gearbox. Then there's M4s, which use a version 2. And all M4s will always use a version 2. Same goes for AKs. Now, an M4 is this. If you don't know this, you're learning. It doesn't mean you're stupid. You're learning. This is an M4, and this uses a version 2. Now, the difference between the version 2 gearbox and the version 3 gearbox is that the shape of the gearbox is a little bit different than the version 3. The version 3 has a physically mounted motor mount for the gearbox, which makes your gun a lot more reliable, in my opinion, and so I have seen in tests that I've done myself. Now, the version 2, you just have the motor slipped into here, and it just goes into the gearbox. It's not physically mounted. It's just being held in the pistol grip. Now, another thing, what is hop-up? A hop-up is what adjusts the curve on the BB. Your hop-up on your standard M4 is always going to be located right there. There's a wheel. Now, how it works is when you push the wheel, when it says, go this way for more hop, there's a hop-up nub and hop-up bucking in your barrel. There's a slit in the top of your barrel that lets it create a hole so the bucking can push down on the BB, which won't let BBs just fall through the barrel. And basically it creates a spin, which makes the BB go up and go further distances. Now, it will decrease your feet per second, but that's pretty much how a hop-up works and what a hop-up is. Now, you may be asking, what type of batteries, blah, 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 does it use? Well, there's a couple types of batteries. Let me grab a few. There is a NiCad battery, which is a older type of battery, which was when Airsoft first came out by Tokyo Marui. They used NiCad batteries, and they had this stupid idea to use Tanema connectors instead of Deans. Beyond me why Airsoft hasn't switched to Deans yet. This is a nickel hydrate battery, which can be recharged at whatever state it was left at. So I can recharge it, and it won't do much. It will do little to no harm at all at whatever point I'm at. And this is basically a smarter battery than a NiCad. Whereas a NiCad, you have to make sure you deplete it all the way, or you can damage your battery when charging. They just put NiCad, and then for nickel hydrate they just put NiMH. So there's a difference between the batteries. There's another type of battery for more experienced players, and they're called LiPos. A LiPo is a smaller, compact battery that has 50 times more output than the size it should be. This is a 2,100 milliamp LiPo battery. This is a 10C, which is for output. This is a small type 8.4 volt. It's the same size, but this is an 11.1 volt battery. This is revolutionary for RC people and for airsofters that use electric guns. When these were first coming out, it was like, oh my gosh. But these are different. They don't charge by your standard connector right here. They use this to charge it right here. So never charge this when you're using a LiPo. Never charge it on a wall charger or a smart charger. Batteries can be charged by wall chargers, which will make them explode sometimes because smart chargers are so much better. Wall chargers are just nothing but a piece of crap waiting to make your house explode and catch on fire. There's also another type of battery that I do not have on me. It's called a LiFePO, or LiFePO, whatever you want to call it. It is a different type of battery, and the cell system is a bit different. I don't know much about it. I'm not as educated on LiFePOs than LiPos. All I know is one, it's a little bit different voltage, and I guess it lasts longer, and it's lightweight. Now moving on. How do you decide which gun is for you? That is for you to decide. It's all personal preference. But another thing, when it comes to airsoft for dummies, you pull the trigger, nothing happens. What's the first thing you're gonna do? My gun's broken. Nothing happens when I pull the trigger. 90% of the time, actually 95% of the time, when this happens, it's because your fuse is blown. Nothing. Sometimes it'll be your motor, but that would only do it if you had a direct connect. But a fuse prevents any voltage from harming your battery. Now I use AB MOSFETs. I'm not going to even talk about it, but they eliminate the need for a fuse. This is not your standard airsoft fuse. The standard airsoft fuse is a cylinder type fuse. It's normally around 20 amps, somewhere around that area. This is a boat style and car style for your car, standard type fuse. Now you can see there is a connection. If that's broken, your fuse is blown. You can find these at any automotive store or any place like that. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this episode. I will make another one as requested by Starfire. I will do that. So I will make another video soon, and I hope you like this video, Starfire, and I really appreciate you making the suggestion for me to make it because I think it was a great idea. So I appreciate it, guys, and thanks for watching. And I know some of you already know this, but this video needed to be made for other people. So, thanks for watching.